Okay guys, welcome back. So tying up a few wee midge patterns, just wee buzzer midge emergers. I haven't gone crazy. I've got the hook in the vise like this because we're going to put a tag on first. And the hook that we're going to use to tie the fly, this is the Pro Series KlinkHamer, size 18. So it's just easier to put the tag on the wee hat spot at the back that I want to put on this way. Now that's going to be a Glow Bright floss number 4. However, any of the Glow Bright flosses will really work and change the colours to suit. So it's going to come in 5 or 6 turns, break off the waist end, and then just whip back up, sort of where we started. Pull the floss tight, come in, trim away the waist. Now, gotta protect this, so this is just a very small amount of the UV resin and light. It's the light version of the bug bond. So I'm just going to come around this, just making sure it's well covered, just to help the fly or the pattern last a wee bit longer. And then we'll just light it up. Just make sure it's well cured, which it is. Get rid of the torch, and then we'll come in and put the hook into the vise so that you can see it. This vise here actually will hold down till about a size 30, believe it or not. Now the thread I'm going to use is the sheer 14-0. So that here, this is UK made thread, so good stuff, the sheer, and it's good when you're dropping down in the smaller sizes like this. So we're just going to begin our thread at the eye, work the thread 2/3 of the way down the shank of the hook, and just come back up and just probably park it 2 mil from the eye. Now the post, the power post, because we're going to use a bodger hackle for the hackle, I don't want to use a white post, so this is just the orange power post, and we'll just catch this in. So just take a turn over, and then we'll just circle around the post to partially post it up, and then back down. Now don't put your hackle on yet, is a good way to look at it. Just check the post position just to see, make sure I'm happy. Yeah, okay, happy with that. Now the rib is a pearl tinsel uni mailer. So I'm just going to take a length of this off, trim away the waist, we'll catch it in, put it in the length, and then just work the thread down. Now when we come down onto the Glow Bright floss, I'm going to just climb up onto it a wee touch because I don't want the whole tag to show, just to there. The body, this is some pheasant tail fibres dyed black. I'm really only looking 3 or 4 here. So take our fibres, circle around, a couple of loose turns, just pull this in as tight as you dare go. Just remember that it will be weaker at the tip, and then I'm simply just going to work the thread up, catching in the tip ends of the cock pheasant fibres. Then we'll come around with our cock pheasant fibres, once we get this out of the way, anti-clockwise, just winding it up the opposite way to the way I wind my thread, and fairly close touching turns. If you put your hackle on at that point, it'll be getting wrapped around on you. And just work it up to meet the thread. Drop the thread over a turn onto the pheasant fibres. A couple of turns onto the hook. Bring these round. And then come in and trim it away. Then up with your rib. 4 or 5 turns. Work the thread up, catching it in. Tinsel, trim away the waste. Now we can put our hackle in. So this is actually a Midge. This is actually a Hoffman Dry fly hackle. And these are perfect to give you the right sort of span of the fibres coming round the hook. Now I like to tie the hackle in with the good side of the hackle facing in to the post, so that we create that funnel effect. That just means that the fly, the actual pattern itself, will sit deeper until the actual surface film. Let's work it back up. Then just a wee fibre here, let's get that up. Then just come round, catching in the hackle. Now you just got to work with it because it's a new hackle. You just took off the cape, so it will be long. So just take your time and come up the post as far as you want in relation to the amount of fibres that you want to put onto your fly, and then come back down. Usually a rule of thumb for me is around about 6 turns on a merger pattern like this, tied in the KlinkHamer style. Just back to there. Now the thorax is just simple, very simple. This is just rabbit that has been dyed red with a touch of UV in it. So off a bit of thread, double on our rabbit, slide it up, just build up our first part of our thorax. And I like the thorax to be just a wee bit more pronounced, and then just some of the, show you some of the black, not too much, not too much. Same again, just peel off some of the thread. Double on. We'll get a couple of turns going at the back of the post here first, then at the front. These fibres up. Stretch this out a bit, and then bring it to the back. Right. Just want to take off some of the excess fibres. Bring up with the thread tied up against the post, and then we'll come round with our hackle. Ooh. Slipped, so start again. It's around about 6 turns, nice and tight with it, and then put this to the side. I'm going to take my thread, come in around onto the hackle while it's on the post. Then what I do is lift the hackle and come in with a turn of the thread in underneath, and this is where the shear 14 really helps, simply because it's nice and thin, but it's still strong. It's a good strong thread this year. And then come to the front. Nice small head. Straight in with your whip finishing tool. throw in your whip finish. We drop of varnish, which you should have already had opened. This is the first one I've tied tonight, so we drop of varnish onto the thread. Pull the thread up. Get your whip finish locked in. Trim away the tying thread. Now, if you've tied this in correctly, this is your bravery test. You should be able to break it away. Bring all our hackle fibres forward from lifting them up. And then come in and trim the post. And there you go, guys. That's a wee size 18 Midge emerger. So hopefully you've got something from that, guys. A couple of good wee techniques in there, and it doesn't matter what size the actual fly is. If you just use the same techniques, you should be able to tie right down to even to a size 22, 24. And this face, like I say, this will hold down till a size 30 I've had in it. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. Also, thanks to all the new subscribers and some of my current subscribers who have supported me from the start. The wee channel is getting along rightly. If this is the first time watching one of my fly tying videos, please consider subscribing. It just helps the wee channel grow. Until the next time, guys, take care of each other. Stay well, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.